While numerous organizations and individuals are doing what they can, both in Nepal and around the world, to deal with the Nepali earthquake relief effort, there are others who are looking to cash in on the situation or to push their agenda. And despite the fact that they are still reeling from this tragedy, some evangelical Christians on Twitter are attempting to use this as an opportunity to push Jesus on a country that's still reeling from disaster. So we're going to show you some of these tweets of people looking to use the situation. One said, 1,400 souls dead in Nepal. This is obviously early on. And climbing, I wonder how many of those have heard the gospel. Hashtag prayers for Nepal, hashtag prayer for gospel movement. I'm glad that they were able to include prayers for Nepal in there before pushing for the Christianity. The next massive 7.8 earthquake strikes Nepal. More signs of the soon return of Jesus Christ. Okay, that's possibly one thing that we can take out of it. I would take out of it that we need to help out Nepal. Devastating Nepal earthquake could have been prayed down by acknowledging that Christ is the ruler of God's creation. They're apparently either blaming Christians around the world or perhaps blaming people in Nepal for not being of the correct religion, possibly, and that led to the earthquake, according to that individual. Another, I learned in Nepal Christianity is 1.3%, Islam is 30%, the rest are Hindus. A life without Christ is full of crises.
Yeah, because, you know, when you have a life full of Christ, no crises.
No crises, no tornadoes, no hurricanes.
No child rape.
No Katrina, nothing.
Nothing happens if you have Christ. That's the message there.
Yeah.
So what kind of a God what kind of a God says, you don't believe in me? I'm going to fucking crush you and your children under mortar. Yeah. It's kind of a prick, I would think.
I would think so. But look, when people say that you should have, like you should be God-fearing, we take that as just an old-timey expression, but some people mean it quite literally.
Yeah, it's a perverse look at what love is, right? So it's that I need to be dominated, I need to have a paternalistic father who tells me what to do, and I don't have my own will. And that someone sent me a thing one time that conservatives see morality as your amount of obedience to authority. They see obedience to authority as your expression of morality.
Yeah,
right?
You need a strong father figure that tells you what you do, and you follow those rules.
Right. So it never dawns on to me. It would dawn on me like, wait a minute. If my God is such a good God and love, why is He fucking killing these people? Why wouldn't you go out and be nicer to people who don't believe in you? So then they would maybe, use maybe more of a carrot instead of a stick.
Yeah.
That God's all stick, that motherfucker.
Yeah, he likes the stick.
Okay.
The final tweet, prayers for Nepal. Earthquakes and death are proof that we live in a fallen world that awaits its restoration by Jesus when He returns.
So these people...
That's not what it's proof of, man. and if you honestly believe that, that's incredibly fatalistic. Like, well, the world's filled up with death and disaster. Why should we do anything to stop it? And in fact, I believe that Jesus is going to be back in 6 months. So don't worry about the building standards. Don't worry about the relief efforts. We're all going to be whisked away into the air when the rapture comes. But we're probably not. Maybe, but probably not. And so maybe we should do something so that the next terrible earthquake that strikes Nepal or any other country, we're ready for it and fewer people need to suffer as a result of it.
Well, it's nice to see that they didn't let, you can't let a disaster go without trying to sell whatever you're selling.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that was nice to see.
Even if it's a philosophy.
I saw a tweet by Dodge Car Company. They said, hey, you see that avalanche on the Himalayas, maybe a Dodge 4x4 would help those people get out. So I guess, not only you Christians are using this to sell, Dodge is
but
also.
Dodge specifically. Yeah, that was an odd move for them. I don't know how that's going to play out.
I don't know if they even sell their 4x4s in India.
I don't know.
But maybe they're trying.
Rugged terrain.
Tough to get penetration in that market.
Yeah, maybe. Of course, we do have to recognize that as this relief effort is going on, obviously, as always, secular and religious organizations, as I said in the very beginning, are doing what they can to help out. And I have no doubt that there are going to be Christian organizations that are going there to help out in person as well as sending money. We're not attacking all Christians in this way, but there are some, both Christian and probably secular, we could probably find them, who are going to use it to push their agenda, and those people need to be shouted down because it's absolutely horrific.